another top two, he was able to do a total of 364,160.13. Okay, so let me call on Mr. Bobby Axelrod. In real life, Mr. John Yu.
Nakatulog ako. Hindi, may nanalo na eh. Okay, brief background. I'm John Yu. I work for City Securities Inc. and I'm an equities trader. I started out naman before, as all of you guys, mga newbie. Parati naman talo, like you're experimenting, like trading other setups, buying breakouts, reversals. You know, like all of it you want to do. Okay? So, after 2 years, 3 years, talo ka, walang nangyayari sa'yo. So, I asked myself, kung saan ba ako talaga kumikita? I mean, like, I've done everything. Buying ng breakouts, reversals, sideways pattern, range trade, lahat yun. So, when I found out that I was excelling in new highs and momentum, I decided to focus on that particular field. So, when you focus on one particular field and you practice it over and over again, and you specialize on it, so eventually you become good at it. Kung everyday ka nag-shoot ng basketball sa field, malamang gagaling din, diba? Okay, next slide. So, I want to share with you that my secrets and my trading methodology to how to achieve 100% or 200% return a year. Okay, this is the outline that what Investograms gave me. Strategy, mindset, and tips and tricks yun yung gusto nila i-share. So, let's start. My 3 proven techniques to make money in the market. I'm a momentum trader. So if you're a momentum trader, you have 3 types of trading. Swing trading, scalping, and day trading. Okay, I will dive into that later, more into that later. But I want to make this as simple as possible for you, every one of you to understand. Trading is simple. Okay? Tayo lang nagpapagulo ng sarili natin. Next. There are only 4 major indicators that you need to use, and these are what I use. Tingin lang pala to. First, I filter the all-time high stocks or stocks trading at 52-week highs. The stock price should be above the 10, 20, 50-day moving average, and the ADX or DMI should be above 30. Above 30 meaning that the stock is in momentum stage. You know, why momentum stage? Because when we buy stocks, we want it moving forward with momentum. It's like a surfer riding the wave. Yun lang yung wave na alam ko. So, you have to have a big wave sa likod mo para push you higher, right? So, that's what we want. We want the stock moving 90 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees. Okay? Pag ganun lang. I came to this conclusion because when I was new, syempre, capital mo maliit. Then, I was thinking, how can I maximize my money? How can I make my money work for me quickest way possible? I mean, may pera ka. You have 500,000. Bibili ka ng stock, sideways. Antay ka ng 6 months, wala nangyari. So, eventually, I wait for the stock to go out of consolidation mode, meaning nag-break ng consolidation, and that's when I start to watch it, then that's where I enter. So, in essence, naisip ko, how can I make as much money as in the shortest period of time possible? So, that's how I became a momentum stock trader. And I think that I've mastered it. Well, I like to think I've mastered it. So, let's move on. Next slide. So, after a long consolidation, this is just some of the patterns that I look for. The falling wedge, This is like a flag and this is a pennant. This usually lasts 2 to 5 days maximum for me because I'm a very impatient guy. So my style is momentum trading because I cannot buy a stock and sit for it for 2 weeks and just look at it. Okay? So we always try to fit what works for us. So this was working for me. That's why I became a momentum trader. Next slide. So this is an example of Macro Asia. I traded this for in the start of the competition, I just picked the top 3 stocks that I was holding in my portfolio. So I bought Macro Asia, I bought IMI, and I bought EEI. So sabi ko, okay, I'll just buy and hold this and let's see where it gets me until November. So this is the preview, okay. After this move came from 4 to 11, came from 4 to 12, okay. This is the ADX or DMI. Look at it. It's around 60. So when this correction came, and the stock broke out for a new high, for a 52-week high at 12, syempre, that's when you want to look at it. That's where I come in. So this is what we look for. The flags or boomers, as James Hooper say it in hit and run trading, boomers or inside day flags are your chances to get into the stock. Look at this stock, when it broke out here, ADX is going above 30 already, so the momentum is on your side. So here, break off this high, cut of the low, buy, boom. Okay. If you didn't buy it, you had another chance. Pause ulit, 2-day pause. Break off this high, bili, boom. Okay? That's where, kaya nga naging boomy trader kasi nag-trade kami dahil sa office. Parang, kapag umakyat, parang, uy, boom, 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 boom. Tapos parang mamaya naging boomy, parang napapapit yung mga iba. So, that's why so yun yung Twitter name ko. Kaya naging okay, so ADX greater than 30, momentum upwards. If hindi nyo na-catch to, this move, 13 to 15 to 17, ito, wala na. Dito, isa pang chance ulit. What's that price? Here, buy it here, sell it at 20. So that's what I'm looking for. Next slide. Next. So, another example that hindi naman wala sa Instagram, pero I'll just make an example out of it. Now here you see it breaking out. At 480 at the high, that stopped for 2 days, and that green candle there at the break of 480, that's where you buy, and the stop is the low of the previous day. So when you enter at 480 or 5 pesos, it will give you a move from 480 to 7. Again, if you miss that move, you can wait for it again. And luckily, ito, 2-day pause again, then the next day, break of 7, bili ka, boom, 13, right? So, ADX greater than 30, you know, the ADX here is far greater than 30, so 40 going to 50, so meaning the momentum upwards is very, very strong, okay? So that means, mas malakas talaga yung move up, okay? Next. Swing trading patterns. Swing trading is, if the momentum is not working during the market conditions, you can opt to swing trade, which is buying a stock at a strong stock at near the 50-day moving averages. So when I saw this here, so 50-day support, pwedeng you buy here, and then you can sell half at 19, is that 19? And the next, siguro swing trade it until the next move. Because swing trading is just a really short-term trading, and scalping is even shorter, and day trading is like, you know, nagchuchubita. So, next. nag-search ako ng example kung paano i-apply. So this is what I came up with. SMC. From the run-up from 110 to 132. Last week lang to eh. So now, it's doing a 5-day consolidation here. This is the ADX is above 30, 55, meaning there's an underlying strength, a very strong underlying strength. In fact, I bought this last Friday because it broke the 132, which is my trigger price. I'll dwell on that later. Next slide. So let's start making money. Yung technique kasi is 10% lang. What I want to talk more about is the mindset. Mindset consists of 60% of all your trading. So, what do I do? First, you need to plan. Okay? Game plan, charting. Sige, chart mo lahat. O the ADX above 10, 20, 50, nasa list mo. ADX above 30 on your list. So you're prepared. Watch list, nandun na lahat. Be prepared because you have to compute the size. Oh, buying ako sa 132 ng SMC. Cut ko ng 130. So, okay, $100,000 portfolio. Okay, 10,000 ng 1,000 ng pwede ko talunin. So, you have to know the size of the shares kung ilang bibilin mo because when the market opens, magulo na eh. So, you have to be prepared. Because if you're not prepared and itong mga momentum stocks, they move really, really fast. And when you're not prepared, may iwanan ka. Hindi, ay, umakit na, tapos compute ka. Ilang size ko ito? IDC, ilang size ko? Tapos bilang mamaya, up na ng 20%. Paano na? So, preparation is key. Always stick to your plan before making money is not the plan. So, before, naalala ko parang, mas like 10 years ago or 8 years ago, when I was trading for sales securities, parang I'd go out, party, then come to work. Uy, may gumalaw, bibili ako. 100,000 na lang or 50,000 na lang. Tapos mamaya, down. Mamaya, hindi ko na alam ba't ko binili. Hindi ko na maalam yung company. Bakit? Kasi walang plano. And guess what happened to me? Malamang natalo. Okay, so that lesson, isang lesson yun. Next. Mindset. Visualization. Confidence is number one. How do you have confidence? Confidence comes from when you're prepared. When you have a watch list, when you know the prices, when you know the stocks that you want to buy for the week. Oh, di ba confident ka? You know the company. How will you hold on to a XYZ company if you do not know what they do, right? So that's where confidence comes in. I can't stress this enough. Itong 100% focus. Because when I work during the market hours, US, Philippines, like, kailangan 100% focus. Since I'm a full-time trader, I do this. Parang, I want my 100% attention to the market. I don't want to watch like YouTube. I don't watch NBA scores. I don't check my fantasy. Okay? 100% focus on the market. Ito, ayoko tumatawag yung wife ko, nandiyan siya. Pero, kaya parang, mamaya mo nang tawagan. Hello? And you always prepare, you want to prepare for the best case scenario or the worst case scenario that can happen before the market opens. What does this mean? Meaning, you know what I do. Before I sleep at night, para makatulog ako, iisipin ko, ano ba hawak ko? May now ako. Now, SMC, okay. Ano ba gagawin ko bukas? Pag yung SMC bukas, nag-136. O, magbebenta ko half. Pag yung now bukas, nag-20% down. Alam ko na, mga 380 ang magbebenta. Ganun. You know why this is important? Because when you're trading the market and you're in the heat of the moment, and euphoria comes in, boom, ECP, ceiling, and you don't have a plan, so celebrate ka, daan kong pera. Kung sa plano mo, okay, 50, 70, bebenta ako, benta. That's when you execute it perfectly. Because nasa mind mo, okay, pag nag-50 bukas, bebenta ako. 55, benta ulit ako. 58, benta ulit ako. Boom, 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 boom. Pag hindi yung mga ibang tao, ay, ceiling. Diba? Hindi sila nakabenta. Ikaw nakabenta ka. Because you are prepared. Same goes pag bumabagsak din. Because, pag nagpapanik yung mga tao, ikaw hindi ka nagpapanik. Because you know exactly what your plan is. So, shit, CHP down 8%. Basta sa 4, bebenta ako. So, 4, benta ka. Or magkano mo yun? 5. 4.8 na lang, di ba? Next. Manage your risks. This is 30% of the game plan. 0.5% if you're not really sure, but 1% is our standard. As you can see from Chad, from Javi, all of them have 1% risk, and we all came from one teacher, Mr. Edward Lee. 1% risk from your total portfolio. This is the most important thing you should never forget. And syempre, the basic is the 1:3 risk reward ratio. When I'm wrong, I just lose small. But when I'm right, boomy. So, we always hear that you always cut your losses. But not everyone does it, right? Because it's very hard. So, I think it should be a practice for everyone here. If you want to be a trader, that you should always cut your losses. And syempre, everyone already said this, that there's no room for ego. You have to admit that you're wrong. Next slide. So, this is an example of how you compute your risk. Ito, ginawa ko na lahat ng computation, spoon feeding na to ha. So, kunyari, by SMC, 130, stop ko, 132, stop at 130. With a 1 million account, I will risk 1%, that's 10,000. Tama? So, 130 minus 2, 132 minus 130 equals 2 pesos. 10K divided by 2, makakabili ako 5,000 shares. Okay? So, sa Monday, yung gawin nyo. Kasi ito na yung chart ngayon eh. Next. Tips and tricks for trading. I avoid reversals because it takes too much of my time. It takes a long time for a stock to reverse. And CHP, kitang-kita talaga natin. Pagod na pagod yan. So, why make it hard for yourself when you have all these alpha issues moving upward? Why waste your time down there? Okay? Wait for the breakout of consolidation to make your life easier. Because you can't wait for 6 months consolidation, 1 year consolidation. So it's a form of cheating. Once it breaks out, boom, you watch it, then you wait for the formation to pan out, then you buy it. Never turn a profit into a loss. Okay, panalo ka na, natalo ka pa. Paano yun? Di ba nakakainis? So that's one of my rules also. If I'm ahead by 5%, 10%, 8%, I move exactly my cut loss to my break-even point, or I sell half of my position to protect myself. This is a no-no because I've been a victim of this before when I was like 5 years ago when I was younger, and sobrang nakakainis. I mean, 100K gain, bila mamaya next day, lost ka pa ng 20,000, 10,000, di ba? How does that feel? You know, so, I think this is one of my unbreakable rules. Next. I'd like to emphasize the power of selling and how it can change your trading career. Sell and move on when you cut your losses in a certain stock. Siyempre, emotional ka na eh. O, kunyari, natalo ko sa CHP. Benta mo, tapos na. Selling is cheap Pag binenta mo, pwede mo naman bilhin ulit eh. Bukas, bilhin mo na lang ulit. Or something, di ba? Commission charges, konti lang naman. Always sell half at a profit to lock in your gains. That means you are protected once the prices go back to your buying price. At least you already took half of your profits. A lot of people don't want to sell because they don't want to admit that they're wrong. People in the industry, they don't want to sell because it's an admission failure that I'm wrong. So a lot of people are like that. So this is one thing that we should also avoid, diba? As traders, we should learn to accept na we will lose. Hindi naman parati panalo. Kneel and bail and don't stay and pray. Okay? Next. So, I'd like to share with you paano yung trading style ko as a whole. Okay, this is tubes. So, this is the consolidation part when I draw the first line. After it broke out that consolidation, that's where I was trying to monitor. So I caught it when the ADX and DMI was above 30. So I caught it on the break of the new 52-week high at 350. Then I used my 10-day moving averages as my stop. Then I sold it at around 482 for 37%. Mukhang madali lang pero mahirap. Okay, next. So, lastly, how do you succeed in life and in trading? Make trading simple. As you can see, sinabi ko, 3 indicators, momentum, ride the wave, moving forward. Focus on one thing. Syempre, you know the saying, the jack of all trades and the master of none. Do you want to be the jack of all trades? Magaling ka mag-momentum, magaling kang average ka momentum, gusto mo rin mag-reversal, gusto mo mag-range trade, gusto mo mag-ganyan, gusto mo mag-scalp, gusto mo kung ano man trading style mo. Would you rather be good at one thing? So that's what I did. I practiced momentum trading as my core trading strategy. So this is the result, di ba? Focus on so parang ano lang yan. Do you want to be a 3-point shooter champion? Or ikaw yung isang guy na magaling lang magpasa, magaling ka rin mag-shoot konti, saka nagdadunk ka? What would you rather be? A champion, 3-point shooter champion, or the average guy who can do everything? Ako, yun ako sa champion. So, isa pang how to make it simple. Ako kasi I'm not sure, but I don't use those Fibonacci retracements and I don't use, nakikita ko sa mga Facebook, may mga butterfly, saka mga bat. What do you call those? Ayan. So, huwag na yun. Ginugulo nila sa anong bat? Anong bat to? May butterfly. Paano ba? So, lilipad dun pag bat. Gano'ng kataas? Hindi ko mag-gets eh. Diba? Ano ba yun? Tapos ko compute pa ako. If Fibonacci 61, 38%, ba yun? Paano na? Life is really simple, but we just insist on making it complicated. Okay, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.